Hey traders, that's Traders, traders. Green across the screen, when it comes to stock market, like even the Russell was up over 2% today. Had a bit of a bid today when it comes to gold stocks. Gold stocks that continue to rise. I told you guys, be careful not to be getting out too early. And also silver too, right? Silver actually had a very nice move. Lots of green across the screen. Let's get straight into it. Don't place a trade based on what you'll see in this video because there is no guarantees of making a profit in the market. It takes you a long time to become a good trader. So this video here is just to educate you to become a much better trader. Alrighty traders, let's get straight into it. But before I do, guys, make sure you guys get free. I'm giving away free membership access. If you haven't done so yet, it's only going to be up for another day or so, and then I'm going to close it down. So make sure you go down to johnsfreegift.com and get free membership access to the trading course. I normally used to charge $500 for it, but just go to John's Free Gift and I'm going to give you free membership access. Just get the help you need, guys. And if you do need any more extra help after you watch that course, then just let me know and I'll see if I can help you out there. But guys, just get the help you need, okay? Let's have a look at the stock market. Then we're going to look at gold and silver and lots of things are really catching a little bit of a bid here. So yesterday I did a video and I talked about in yesterday's video how we actually had this bottom point through here in the Dow Jones, the rallied up and then a bit of a pullback, and we had this bottom point through here and then a rally up and then a bit of a pullback, and now we're finding a bit of support here this line. I said that I wouldn't be too surprised to see a bit of a turnaround day tomorrow. And that's exactly what has happened. A bit of a turnaround day is exactly what has happened in the Dow Jones. Also, you can see the S&P 500 that we were at this bit of resistance line here. Let me take that off. But now we actually got a bit of a turnaround day today as well too. See, I was saying in yesterday's video that I believe this is the start of a very nice move to the upside. We're seeing a lot of stocks catching a lot of bid today. There's a lot of stocks catching a bid today. Not sure what happened, but or not all stocks. Netflix got killed because of earnings, but it got slammed. But there's a lot of different things that are happening out there right now in the markets where we're getting again green across the screen. So we get this low with this high low, bit of a rally up, get a bit of a pullback. So we may spend a bit more time just going sideways here. Just so we can get let's actually bring the moving averages up. Go a bit closer. So we may spend a bit more time just to wait for the moving averages to catch up and then go for a run, or we just may continue going for a run. It's very, very hard to say here, but overall I see a lot more upside to come through the rest of this year. So hold on to your horses. And even the Nasdaq. Look what happened to the Nasdaq. The Nasdaq actually, let's actually go back to this chart here so it's just much easier to see the chart. You can see we had this low point down here, then we had this higher low. It broke to the upside, came back down, and now look, we're getting a bit of a reversal day. Look at this here, and reversal day, this is what I mean by a reversal day. You can see how that, it's like an engulfing pattern, right? If you had to see, I open here, came down, closed there. And you can see what happened. An open low came down and closed right at the high there. So I would not be too surprised if we saw that tomorrow on the Nasdaq. Very, very, very powerful pattern to see. So I actually used to trade this pattern, and how I did it is I would always look for the previous day. So if I ever got something like this where I got like a bit of a reversal bar, I would look for so if this is today here, I would look for not yesterday, but the day before's low. And how I used to trade this was this. I used to see that low point there. That's probably going to be some sort of a support level on a short-term basis. If I go to my hourly chart here and squeeze my hourly chart up. Yeah. So if I go back to my daily charts now, go back to my 3-month view. Actually, no, let me zoom right in a bit more so you can see it. So how I used to trade this and I used to, again, it's just like day trading type thing, is that I had this move here and then I had this move up. So this would be a reversal. So I would look for the market to open and then come back down, and this is where I'd actually buy it with the stop below here. and then I'd buy that, and then I'd look for a move back up, and that actually worked out. It was actually a very, 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 very successful sort of trading style, trading pattern when it comes to that there. Let me just see here for a minute. You can see there was actually one just right back here as well too. It's again the same sort of thing here. If we just zoom in a little bit more here, right, you can see how we had this reversal pattern here where we had this market move down, and then we had this sort of complete move down, came back, reversal. So remember I said before, like it's not, and then the next day came down. Look what happened. That's sort of the buy level there, because that's the previous sort of support level, and then we started to rise from there. So anyway, I'm not saying that's definitely going to happen, but it's just a pattern that I used to use, and I like to see as well too. Now, when it comes to a lot of different things, guys, a lot of different stocks are actually holding up quite strong. So one stock I'm still in right now, which is Microsoft. I think Microsoft has a lot more upside to come, and I'm actually in that right now. And there's a lot of different stocks, guys, that are doing really well. Let's move on to gold and silver. And the really interesting thing is gold is doing exactly what I thought was going to happen. We've broken this support level here. We pulled back. And I said I wouldn't be too surprised to see a bit of a bounce. We got the bounce yesterday, and then today we had a very nice follow through. So we're making our way up to the target, which is 1820. Silver caught a very nice bid today. Look at that, very nice sort of buy there. So we did have a bit of a support and resistance going through there, and now we're breaking back up. So silver is actually starting to catch a very, very nice bid. There was a bit of a question mark about this one, but it's actually quite catching a bid. But I've been saying across when it comes to the mining stocks, so all the mining stocks such as the GDX, I was saying that I do believe we're now likely to continue having a nice move up because of I just see a lot of buying strength coming into this here. That's the interesting thing about these miners, guys, is that I've been saying now for the last few months, just be patient because our day will come, meaning because I'm actually in those markets as well. So our day will come. And I say that in a perspective of just be patient. Don't try to jump on something that's already made big moves, because it's not likely to do as well as just being patient for other things, such as the mining. And I saw a lot of people jumping ship from mining stocks to cryptos. Crypto, like Bitcoin. Bitcoin right now it's starting to teeter out a bit, right? It's starting to that $50 to $60, $50 to $60. So Bitcoin at $50, 50 to 60,000 on Bitcoin. It's starting to look a bit frothy where we are right now. I don't know what's going to happen with that, but it's interesting. We're now starting to catch a bid now when it comes to the gold stocks and so on and so forth. We can see we're getting a very nice rise here out of the GDX. GDX is continuing to break out. Very nice breakout of the GDX here as well too. So we continue to make a very nice rise. So this looks like, guys, we're starting to really gain a lot of strength in the mining sector. Really, really, really gaining a lot of strength here. And again, this is where it's really interesting. I've mentioned a few times now over the last month that we never know when the market's going to catch that bid and the buyers are going to come back in and start to support this and start to move this thing back up, but it's going to come soon. I don't know when, but it's going to come soon. And that's always the hard thing about timing the market, right? Because if you're trying to time the market, it's like, has it started now or has it not? And that's where, like, trying to time the market when it comes to the miners and metals is probably not a good thing to do. I've always been bullish long term on these markets, and so therefore I just will. Again, guys, this decade is going to be the decade for the miners and metals. Just wait for it. You think the Bitcoin spike is huge? Wait till you see the miners and metals start to get heated up. And same for the SIL. SIL had a very nice 4%. Up day. We still are at that sort of resistance level here, so we're not at the woodworks yet when it comes to SIL. And then so SILJ, that is, but a very nice up bar today. We've got a bit of an slight increase in volume, and then also the SIL as well too. SIL is actually creating a very nice movement here. So I see SIL now had a bit of a pullback and a bit of a bounce. So I see the SIL. Let's have a look here. I see the SIL, yeah. I see the SIL starting to make its way back up towards that 49 level and probably move its way up towards as well too. Now, for you guys know that I am in one mining stock and I have been for quite some time. And that is EXK. And I've been in this and I do see that this is probably going to catch more of a bid. And we're going to probably see very, very nice moves out of this. And once we, especially this EXK, once we start to break above this $6 or even let's actually bring this down to $6.50. Once we break above this $6.50, oh my goodness, we're going to see a very no, it has a good chance of actually making a nice move. I was going to say we're going to, but there's no guarantees obviously if anything happened, right? So there we go, guys. Things are starting to move, things are starting to groove, and those who are just patient and not jumping around like a bumblebee, you know, guys. Sometimes I joke around, right? It's like, oh, you guys are bumblebees. Sometimes I joke around and stuff like that. But a bumblebee is like you're all over the place. You're getting in, you're getting out, you're getting in, you're getting out, you're getting in, you're getting out. It's like, no, don't. Get in some positions, be patient. And that's how you're going to do really well, especially in this environment. You just got to get in some good positions, be patient. Obviously have a plan of getting out if it goes to a certain level for profit and loss. But guys, be patient, be patient, be patient. And just remember, guys, that we are in a really strong environment right now with zero interest rates, massive liquidity in the markets, and the government's still doing their QE stuff. Guys, this is now, again, this is just not a little fire. This is a bonfire, and the government is going to continue to throw hundreds of liters of gasoline all over this bonfire. Away we go.